Hey everybody, we're going to see the westbound tour of the Hollywood Walk of Fame. We're going to be on the north side of Hollywood Boulevard and we're going to be heading west towards La Brea. The first thing you'll notice is the Pep Boys. For all your automotive needs, it's Minnie, Mo, and Jack. Now if you just want to get some spark plugs, some oil, get your tires changed, Pep Boys is the place to go. You know, you can say, well, I'm just going to buy some car wash, some soap for my car. Why do I need to go to the Pep Boys? I can just go to Target. Listen, if you go to Target, you can spend like $100 on stuff you don't need. You're going to walk out there with plates. You're going to walk out with a new laundry basket. You don't need that, but you just need some car wash. So spend a couple more dollars, but save hundreds of dollars by not going to Target. Instead, going to Pep Boys, Minnie, Mo, and Jack. And we have a door opening, so I'm going to skate out right into the middle of the westbound #1 lane, and we're going to see Shake Shack, Greenleaf, After Hours Ice Cream, and the CVS Pharmacy. I have been in none of those restaurants and places. I have been in a CVS, not this particular CVS, but if you do need to get an ace bandage or you need to get a lottery ticket or something like that, go to CVS Pharmacy. And I'm crossing Argyle right now, and we come to the first major place on Hollywood Boulevard on this direction, and that is the Pantages Theater. The Pantages Theater is a world-renowned, one of the great theaters in Los Angeles. It hosts many shows. I've heard of the Book of Mormon being here, Hedwig the Angry Inch, Cats, Dogs, you know, a lot of other great shows. If you want rush tickets, Google that, how to get them, and they'll tell you how to get tickets for a little bit cheaper. You might not end up sitting next to your date, and after your date is over, you can go to the Frolic Room and get a cocktail. Frolic Room is a place that's been open probably 50 years or something. It's one of the few bars that's remained open and hasn't gone anywhere. And now we're at Hollywood and Vine, and as you can guess, the Hollywood and Vine, I believe, is the Soprano food and cocktail bar. Now, I'm going to detour off the Hollywood Boulevard for just a quick second because I'm going to go northbound on Vine Street to show you one thing. The stars on the street, the Walk of Fame, continues north and south on Vine. So why? I don't know. But I believe they thought Hollywood and Vine was going to be the biggest, most famous intersection in Hollywood, so they decided to make the Hollywood Walk of Fame go north and southbound on Vine. So if you do decide to take a walking tour, make sure you go up and down Vine. You won't be disappointed. There's some great stars to see on the sidewalk here. And also we have the Capitol Records building, one of the huge monuments of Hollywood. Very famous, been in tons of movies, tons of pictures of Los Angeles. It's the Capitol Records building. It's a circle building. It's supposed to look like a stack of records, because back in the day everybody bought records. And then across the street from the Capitol Records is the Avalon, formerly known as the Palace, which was a TV studio turned into a nightclub, turned into the Avalon. Interesting fact, during the college I worked at the Palace, now the Avalon, but I worked at when it was called the Palace. I worked there as a doorman. I did security there for 2.5 years or so. Wonderful experience. Best memories of my Hollywood life, or some of them were in that building right there. And now we're coming back down southbound on Vine. We're going to make a right on Hollywood Boulevard, putting us back on the westbound tour of Hollywood Boulevard. You get a great picture of that Hollywood, beautiful Hollywood landscape. And we are clear to go. Showgirls, it's a naked place, deja vu. According to them, they have 1,000 beautiful women and 3 ugly ones. I'll let you decide which ones are the ugly ones. I have never been in there. I can't judge. Maybe they're pretty, maybe they're ugly. Only time will tell. Then we have the Vine Theater. You've seen this in several movies. I've seen actually several movies there before it closed. It was a great place to see 2 movies for $5 and shoot up heroin. And then on the corner of Ivar and Hollywood Boulevard is the L. Ron Hubbard Life Exhibition. It's another Scientology building, and I'm sure if you ever want to go there, they will not require that you sign over your soul, but who knows? I'm not familiar with the religion, so please don't sue me. And then we have a person jogging with a mask on. It's like training in the altitude. We have an undescript building, and then dashradio.com. Check it out on the internet at dashradio.com. I do not know what they do, but they sound pretty cool. And they're next door to the Scum and Villainy Cantina. I don't know what that is either. And now we're on Cahuenga Boulevard. There's a big building here. Don't know what it is, but across the street you can get some coffee at the Brown Coffee Store. I'm gonna let this bus pass me as I look up Cahuenga Boulevard towards the 101 freeway and behind myself to make sure I'm clear as I once again ride in the westbound lane. If you're having trouble on your tour, when you're walking here, stop by the Hollywood Police Activities League. They're martial arts instructions, I believe, by cops. They might help you out if you are in trouble, hopefully. And now we're seeing some more shuttered buildings. I don't know what they are. Here's a nice looking big building that was closed down. We have 8 seconds, 7, 6 to cross Wilcox, 4 seconds to go through Rise and Grind on the corner of Wilcox and Hollywood Boulevard. As we come up across to some more, the Hollywood Exotic Shop looks like a great place to buy your mother-in-law a bikini. We have virtual reality games, so if you don't want to play real games, you can play virtual reality games and then get a burrito at Los Burritos. And then we have Harold's Chicken Bar, a great place to get chicken. And then the Madame Siam apartments, or hotel I should say. There is no elevator in it. It's an old hotel. I've been in there once. I have a great story about it. I'll tell you later. It's not R-rated. It's X-rated by most means. And then tequila, where you can buy some tequila. You can buy several different kinds of tequila. You can even buy a trial size flight of tequila. So if you don't sure which tequila you like, they will let you try out a few of them, and then you can choose. And if you want to change your dinero, your euros, your pesos into US dollars or buy some Bitcoin, come down to Financial Cash Services. They will change your pounds, your pesos into US dollars so you can spend them on Hollywood Boulevard. And we're coming up to a place you can get 3 t-shirts for $9.99. What a deal. It's the tour services and souvenirs and gifts and sports, all that great stuff. It's next to the Baja Beach Bar, which is also next to the Dude's Brewing Company, which is next to ballet, which I don't know if you can take ballet lessons there or watch ballet there. I'm not too sure. Maybe it's just a dance place. It seems like a little closed up. It's pink. It's beautiful. I'm sure it's wonderful. And of course, on the corner of Cherokee and Hollywood Boulevard is the world's largest escape room, according to their sign. If you want to go to an escape room, that's the largest one in the world. I'm sure you won't be disappointed. Unless you're disappointed by escape rooms, then you'll be severely disappointed because that one's really big. And then we have coming up here, Musso and Frank's Grill. It's over 100 years old, 101 years old actually, because on 2019 it celebrated its 100th anniversary, or birthday party, whatever you want to call it. And Musso and Frank's is a great place to get a drink and have a steak. We also have the Cabo Cantina. There's another Cabo Cantina located on Sunset Boulevard, but this one's on Hollywood Boulevard. If you want to check out both and compare them, you're more than welcome to. And of course, we have Jameson's Irish Pub right here. If you want some beer, some micro beer, some brews, whatever, get them at Jameson's Pub. And if you're still hungry after that and you want to get some chicken, go to the Mother Clucker, which is the chicken store right on the corner of Las Palmas and Hollywood Boulevard. Or you can get some pizza by the slice at Stefano's, which is 2 guys from Italy. And I have eaten there. I have had a piece of pizza there. It was fine. And we have some more burger places, some other places, and we're coming up to McAdden. We see another better view of the Pig and Whistle. And now we have Souvenir Sports and Gifts on Hollywood Boulevard. We're coming up to Museum Row. And by Museum Row, it starts out with the Museum of Illusions, and then after that we have the Museum of Selfies, and after that we have the Wax Museum. So we got 3 museums in a row, and across the street again is Ripley's Believe It or Not. Also, right after the Wax Museum, which is a museum full of wax people, we have the Stella Adler Theater, which is an acting school. I imagine that people who come here from all over the world to learn from the best, to be a star one day. And now we're coming along to Hollywood and Highland. Now, Hollywood and Highland is probably the famous intersection where it should have been Hollywood and Vine, obviously the way the streets were built and the Walk of Fame was built. But now Hollywood and Highland is the famous intersection of Hollywood. And the only famous part really is the northwest corner of Hollywood Boulevard and Hollywood and Highland. The other part's kind of run down. The Powerhouse is there, nice bar. But predominantly, most of the action takes place on Hollywood Boulevard at Hollywood Highland is the northwest corner. So this is the corner you want to come out in. You'll come out mostly straight off the metro here at the Hollywood Highland exit off the red line. So you come up here, you hang out, you get your picture taken with some characters. You gotta tip them, they might punch you if you don't. People have been stabbed. People fight. It's great. Hollywood Boulevard is a wonderful place. It's blocked off right now. It would take you up into see Hollywood Highland, but it's got a lot of restaurants to eat at, from Mexican, Italian, sushi, Japanese, all sorts of. There's even a crepes place if you like crepes, which are like thin pancakes. And then we have some more stores that are on the Hollywood and Highland Mega Center. And next door, the Hard Rock Cafe. If you want to eat dinner while listening to loud hard rock music blasting into your ears so you can barely hear the person you're eating dinner with, then take them to the Hard Rock Cafe. And then after you go to the Hard Rock Cafe, go see a movie at the Chinese Theater, the Grauman's. It's the world famous Grauman's Theater here is the place where it looks like the Egyptian theater. This one's actually decorated from the outside. And it has like that Chinese feel to it, I guess. Asian feel maybe. Anyways, the point of the Grauman's Chinese Theater, which is now the TCL Chinese Theater, is they have all these different handprints and footprints of stars of yesterday and today. Have put their hands in cement, and you can put your hand in their cement and see if their hand is bigger than yours or smaller than yours or whatever you want to say about them. But you still might get a virus because they don't really disinfect those after each person touches them. So mind your business, mind your P's and Q's, sanitize your hand after putting your hand into some gross cement plaster thing. And come over to Madame T's. I don't want to say what Madame T's the entire name is, because for one, I don't know how to pronounce it, but secondly, I applied for a job there and they never even called me back for an interview. And I'm a pretty qualified person to give tours and do stuff like that, as you can tell by this tour that you're going along with me for. But for some reason, Madame T is too good for me. Just get a job somewhere else, they said. So we're going still westbound on Hollywood Boulevard, and we're coming up to a construction zone. And I'm going to point this out. I haven't pointed out other construction zones, but I want to point out this one specifically because of what it used to house. And that was the Galaxy Theater. The Galaxy Theater was in several movies. I don't even want to go into it, but it had a huge history. It also, this construction center was also the home of the Knitting Factory, which was a live concert venue, which was a great place to see a band play. But the Galaxy Theater has, I've seen a million things happen in there. I saw a guy pee on another guy in there. I've seen several fist fights. And it was a great place to just, if you were on heroin, you could go there and just chill out and nod off. And never the more the better. And across Hollywood and Sycamore on the, never a dull moment in Los Angeles, LAPD going through a light with red sirens blasting. We're going across Sycamore now. On the northwest corner of Hollywood and Sycamore is the Scientology Author Services. Now, I don't know quite anything about this religion or this guy, L. Ron Hubbard, but he was a fiction writer and he wrote several books, hundreds of books actually, and here are some of the books that he wrote. Writers of the Future by L. Ron Hubbard, but more importantly, one of the big books he wrote was Battlefield Earth, which became that great blockbuster movie with John Travolta, who's also a Scientologist. That's me in the reflection, giving you the Hollywood Walk of Fame tour. You can see how I'm dressed up. I have a fanny pack, I have gloves on, I have a hat so I won't get sunburned on my bald head. And we have another really cool picture of the original Hollywood sign. It says Hollywood Land because that's what the original sign said. It said Hollywood Land. It was a housing development, but when they rebuilt it, they dropped the land, it became Hollywood, and now what was a marketing ploy to get people to buy homes is now world famous Hollywood. Now we're coming up to the end of our tour here, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to watch it again and pick out things that I missed, you can do that and leave them in the comments. I know we saw some great things eastbound and westbound. I know I missed something. I would love to do one of these tours on foot. It would take me much longer. This is a quick tour. It has a lot of great insight that I'm giving you. If you ever come here, you can use that insight. Like Vine has stars on it, and you could amaze your friends with the knowledge. Like, hey, guess what? We gotta walk a Vine because I want to see the Capitol Records building. It looks like a stack of records. And so that's it. We're on Hollywood in La Brea. I'm Damien, and this tour is over.